What is up, guys? Again, I apologize for the mic being off there for a sec. I kind of glitched out. But, what we are doing today, if you guys recognize this, is we are playing some Red vs. Blue gun battles. So we have to kill these guys because they're trying to invade our base. And that's not good. So let's just go pew. Okay, good. So, in today's video, as you can probably tell from the title, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be ranking every single weapon in this game. Some of these are going to be extremely good, some of these are going to be extremely bad. This guy's just shooting me because he doesn't want me to live, so I'm gonna shoot him. Oh, there he goes. But, we are going to be ranking every weapon in this game. So, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. But, we're being attacked by this guy right now. Okay, we just died by that guy right now. If they could stop invading my base, that would be helpful. But they aren't, so that's not helpful. But, first one is the sniper. Now, in my opinion, well, let's start with most people's opinions. Most people's opinions would probably be that this weapon is okay. It is a bit laggy sometimes. I don't know why that is, but it is a bit laggy sometimes. So you have to keep that in mind. But it does do 100 damage per hit, which is actually the max amount of health that a person can possibly have. So I'd rank it like a pretty good weapon, honestly, because it does a ton of damage. It's honestly pretty easy to use. Again, it's just a little bit laggy sometimes. So yeah, I rank this one pretty good. The next one that we have is the assault rifle. Now the assault rifle sounds good, but in my opinion it isn't. Because the problem with this weapon is, yes, it fires a decent speed, and it does a decent amount of damage, which happens to be 14 per hit. But the problem with this gun is when I'm firing it, you guys might see this, but it's actually aiming my camera upwards. So I can't properly use this weapon without the camera going in the wrong spaces. So I can't really rank this weapon too good since I can't use it too well. So otherwise, it's actually a pretty decent weapon. But again, it just aims your camera upward, so I can't do anything with this weapon, unfortunately, because it would probably be a really good weapon if it didn't aim your camera upwards. But the next one is the shotgun. Now, the shotgun, I mean, it's okay, but to do a ton of damage, you have to be really close to the person. Like I was just like a few studs away from that guy, and it only dealt half his health. So you have to be like right next to someone to kill them with this. Well, to one-shot them. Like I was pretty much right next to this guy, and still it didn't kill him in one hit. It barely did any damage at all, actually. So I don't really like this weapon too much. I mean, it's okay again, kind of like the assault rifle, but it needs to do more damage because it's just way too hard for me to use, unfortunately, because this would again probably be a really good weapon if it was a little bit stronger. So I mean, I can't really use this much since it's does no damage pretty much unless you're right next to the person. The next one is the MSG. Now, same thing with the assault rifle. I almost called it an AK-47. The thing about this is that just like the assault rifle, it aims your camera upwards when you're shooting, so it can get very annoying sometimes. So you have to keep that in mind. And this guy is being a traitor right here, so I'm just gonna go kill him real fast. So we're gonna go pew. Okay, well, that wasn't him, but, yeah, he is right there, because he died. So we're just gonna go pew. Okay. But anyways, the SMG is honestly a pretty good weapon. Again, with the assault rifle, like the assault rifle, it aims your camera upwards, so it gets a bit hard to use sometimes. but it does have a decent amount of ammo. It fires extremely fast, so I'd rank it a pretty good weapon. But yeah, it doesn't do much damage, but since it has a good amount of ammo, like I said, and it's a fast fire rate, you can easily kill people with this. It's especially if you're up close, then you can really easily kill them. So yeah, this weapon's honestly a pretty good weapon too. The grenade launcher is next. Now, the grenade launcher at first sounds terrible because it's pretty much the exact same thing as a rocket launcher. You'd think, except that does lower damage because a rocket probably does more damage than just a grenade. So, you'd think that this weapon wouldn't be too good, but it's actually really overpowered in my opinion. Because yeah, again, you'd think that the rocket launcher would be stronger, but this is actually a bit stronger than the rocket launcher, in my opinion. Just gonna say that, because I find it true. But, this is actually pretty good for sniping people, in my opinion. I mean, for you, it might not be, depending on how good you are at sniping. Because it has a bullet drop, which is pretty much where once you shoot, the bullets will have gravity affected to them. Um, so it actually is pretty good for sniping in my opinion, because you can't really snipe with the rocket launcher in a way. Because if I'm trying to hit this guy, I have to aim it like that, and that's the only way I can hit him and kill him in one hit. So basically, if someone was over there at the wall, the bullet would have to go straight all the way to that wall. So the person could just easily dodge it. But this guy really doesn't like me. So I'm gonna kill him real fast. Pew, pew, pew. Okay, there we go. But, yeah, so the grenade launcher is honestly really good for sniping in my opinion, like I said, because it has bullet drop, which honestly, I'm not sure if it will for you, but it makes it easier for me to snipe. So, just keep that in mind. Unlike the rocket launcher, it just goes like the rocket launcher's missiles just go up or the way that you face it. So if I face it this way, it's gonna go this way and this way only. But if I use the grenade launcher, I have to aim a little bit, like a tiny bit above that to hit the same spot. Which in my opinion, for you guys, again, it might be different, but in my opinion, it's easier to snipe with that. With like that for me. So also this does a lot of damage and has a good amount of ammo. So this is actually a really overpowered weapon, like I said. So I use this one a lot, and it's honestly really good. But next up we have the pistol. Now you'd think that the pistol would be terrible, but it's actually halfway decent because it's not like a weapon that I'd usually use because that would just be extremely hard to use it. But we need to kill this guy real fast, so let's try killing him with a pistol. But the thing about this weapon is that the pistol for some reason does 20 damage per hit, which is a bit actually overpowered for a pistol in my opinion. So that's actually pretty good. But we need to kill this guy because he's just trying to camp our base, and I can't allow that. So pew pew pew. Okay, there we go. We got him. So anyways, as I was saying, the pistol has a good amount of ammo too. I don't know. I think it has a slight bullet drop too. I could be wrong though, but I think it has a slight bullet drop. Uh, but like I said, it does 20 damage per hit, so it's honestly a pretty good weapon. Uh, so yeah, I'd use this one a lot if it wasn't for that it has low ammo. Um, so yeah, this is honestly a pretty good weapon. Okay, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it has bullet drop. And if it does, it's very little. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good weapon. Because it does 20 damage per hit. You'd think that it would just do about 10 per hit, but it doesn't. So that's pretty awesome. The next one is the railgun. Now, the railgun, in my opinion, isn't too great. And you might be wondering, why is it not too great? You literally shoot explosions, and it looks extremely cool. Now, yes, it does look extremely cool, I will admit that. But the problem with the railgun that I have is that if you aren't really, like, if you're trying to kill someone, it only does 75 damage, so you can't just instantly kill someone with this unless you fire 2 shots, which is my problem with it. So also it takes a long time to charge up a shot. So if they could make this either shorter or do more damage, that would be nice, because this is honestly a bit hard for me to use. So that's why I'm never using it. Uh, it is a good sniping weapon, I'd say. I mean, the better thing about this than the sniper is that it does do splash damage. So you can hit people through walls with this. Like I can hit this guy through, okay, never mind, he's moving, so I can't. But if this guy wasn't moving, I could hit that guy through a wall. Um, so that's pretty awesome. Also, there's a bug with this where it will randomly do double the damage and it'll do 150 damage. So, I mean, that's good. But really, if you're already doing the max damage with your sniper, then there really is no point. So that's why I kind of don't use this too much. Also, it's at the end of your loadout. And I mean, you can change that, but in this game, it's kind of hard to do that, seeing how it locks you in first person. Well, not in first person, but it locks you in like shift lock. So it's a bit hard to do that. I mean, I don't even think it's possible to do that. So you can't really change the numbers of your loadouts. So that's the other problem with this thing. Otherwise, it's really good. Because it does the splash damage and it has the glitch. So I mean, otherwise it's really good. Besides those things that I was talking about. But now, and lastly, we have the rocket launcher. Now, I'm just gonna kill that guy because he killed my teammate, even though he's on my team. But my teammates don't really like my team. But this rocket launcher is pretty good, just like the grenade launcher. If you shoot a person just right with this, it'll actually do an instant kill. This also does splash damage, just like the railgun and the grenade launcher. Again, though, I would use the grenade launcher more, because if you don't hit the shot properly, then it's a bit hard to use because it won't do too much damage. So I'd use the grenade launcher a bit more. I mean, the grenade launcher is at first a bit hard to use since it has bullet drop, but you get used to it after a while. um, so yeah, this weapon is honestly pretty good. Again, I'd say that the grenade launcher is definitely better though. Because it just does damage easier for me. So yeah, that's why I think that the grenade launcher is more overpowered than the rocket launcher. Um, but that is pretty much going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, or you want some more Roblox Red vs. Blue gun battles. And everybody, peace out.